Hey guys, it's Michael. We have major news on the second stimulus package from negotiations that took place earlier today between Congressional Democratic leaders and White House officials. So in today's video, we're first going to go over what President Trump said in a Fox News interview earlier today, specifically about the enhanced unemployment benefits, the $600 per week or $2,400 per month payments. Then we're going to get into one issue that has been particularly difficult for both sides to agree on with the second stimulus package, and one thing that is still holding up the bill from passing. And finally, we're going to go over what House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on MSNBC earlier today, and how she said she is confident that we will have an agreement by the end of this week. But before we get started, I want to remind you guys that if you're interested in winning $50 of a free stock of your choice, all you need to do to be eligible is like the video down below, be subscribed to the channel, and comment down below your favorite stock. I give away $50 using an app called Stockpile. I'll be announcing the winner in my second video tomorrow, so make sure to enter. If you don't want to enter, you can still go ahead and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app, or get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, Congressional Democratic leaders and White House officials were set to resume negotiations on the next relief bill earlier today on Wednesday, with administration officials aiming for an agreement to be reached by Friday. Stephen Mnuchin said in a meeting earlier today prior to these negotiations that we are pleased to report that although we still have a lot of open issues and a lot of things we need to figure out, I just want to be very clear, we're not at the point of being close to a deal, but we did try to agree on and set a timeline, a specific timeline, that we're going to reach an overall agreement. If we can get one by the end of this week, he says, then we will have the second stimulus package officially passed into a law by the end of next week. So the timeline is right now they're looking to make an agreement and have something written down on paper by the end of this week, so then they can be passed and signed into a law by the end of next week. He goes on to explain that we're going to work around the clock the next couple of days and into the weekend to see if we can bridge the couple of issues they have left that they need to agree on. And on top of this, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also had a positive note earlier this morning in her interview, where she said, "We agree that we want to have an agreement. At the most basic level, they both want to have an agreement." And then she explained, since that is the case, since they both want a second stimulus package and they want to reach an agreement, they then say that's their goal, and then they engineer back from that goal to see what they need to get done. She says they need to just reverse engineer the second stimulus package. They both know that they need to have an agreement and want to have an agreement. Now it's just about figuring out some of the specific details. Next up, Stephen Mnuchin and Mark Meadows are meeting today on Wednesday with Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. The group has been meeting almost every single day, including this past weekend, with talks finally showing real progress on Tuesday on the second stimulus package, since they were able to set a timeline when they would like the bill passed. President Trump indicated support Wednesday for renewing the enhanced unemployment benefits that have expired for 30 million workers by saying he wants to get funds to the people so they can live and they can pay their bills. In the interview with Fox News earlier today, he also said he didn't want the benefits to be structured in a way that he thinks would disincentivize people from going back to work. So he says he supports the $600, but there still needs to be an incentive for people to go to work, and he wants to make sure that these payments are still encouraging people to find jobs. That is one of the most important aspects for him moving forward. One issue that has been particularly difficult for both sides to agree on is aid to state and local governments. Democrats are seeking about $1 trillion for new aid to states and local governments that have already laid off more than 1 million workers total since the pandemic started in February, and they face the prospect of having more mass layoffs because of a huge drop in tax revenue. Nancy Pelosi insisted on Wednesday on MSNBC that state and local aid was crucial in the next relief bill. She said that if we don't do that, we will be abandoning them with the costs that they have incurred for fighting the virus, and secondly, they'll be firing people, and that goes into the unemployment ranks, which doesn't save money either. She said because of this, they need to make sure they provide more money for state and local governments in the next relief bill. But this is one of the major issues right now because Republicans don't want to spend this money. Currently, it's unclear on what the compromise will be for this, but this is one of the things that is holding back a second stimulus package from passing. Moving on, even though they spoke about a timeline yesterday and it seemed like they all agreed on a timeline, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was actually non-committal on the timing in a midday interview today with MSNBC, saying, "I'm confident that we will have an agreement," but she said the timing of it, "I can't say because I don't know. It just depends on how long it takes to hash out these last few details." She said the timetable really relates to the progress we make in the next couple of days, how big the bill will be, and how long it will last. She says those are the questions right now that will ultimately determine the timetable. Their goal is to get a bill proposed by the end of this week so then they can have the agreement passed and signed into a law next week, but she just wanted to say that it isn't official and this could change if negotiations take longer. They all want to get to the August recess, so it looks like that should be the date, but according to Nancy Pelosi, she said that she just can't commit to that 100% yet. Finally, in recent days, Trump has threatened to take unilateral action and executive orders if no deal can be reached by Congress quickly. He said the other day that he was considering declaring a national economic emergency, which would then allow him to cut payroll taxes. And then today, in an interview with Fox News, he repeated that he has the absolute right to unilaterally cut payroll taxes. He said, "We're negotiating this right now, but if Congress can't come to an agreement and pass some sort of second stimulus package soon, well then," he said, "I may do it myself and may take these actions myself to make sure the American people can receive more money." Anyways, that's just a quick update on what is going on today on Wednesday, August 5th with the second stimulus package. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app, and get $5 immediately when you download the Acorns investment app using the link down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.